Hello my crafty friends. Today I have 7 Valentine's DIYs and decor that I think you may like. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Claudette with MsPuff Creative Corner. So welcome everyone. So let's jump into DIY number 1. So remember guys that you could use your die cutting machine to also cut felt. So I'm going to cut 2 heart felts, and we're going to make a conversation heart pillow with this. So what I'm going to do is you could take a marker or a pencil, and I'm going to write on a sentiment, which I'm going to just put the word kiss on there, and I'm going to take some white embroidery thread, and I am going to go ahead and embroider that word. So of course what I'm going to do is cut a really long length so I don't have to retread. I'm going to split that down the middle so it doesn't be as thick. The first one that I created, I used a thread as is, and I think the wording was too thick, so you're going to make a knot to the end of your thread to secure your thread so it doesn't come all the way through, and we're going to use what we call chain stitching. So there are several YouTube videos out there on how to create the different embroidery stitching, so I encourage you to go ahead and check those out. So let's go ahead and wrap this embroidery stitching up and complete this word kiss. This hot pink felt I got from Michael's. I also made 2 other pillows with some felt from the Dollar Tree, which was a little bit more thinner than the one from Michael's. Now when I come to the end, I'm just going to secure my end of my thread to the inside, so I'm going to run that in the inside, tie a knot, and cut that off. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add our 2 parts together, but to hide the end of our thread, we'll tie a little knot, and we're going to run it through just one of the halves of the heart, and we're going to hide that knot between the 2 hearts just to keep our work to be a little neat. So now what I'm going to do is do what they call a blanket stitch right around the edges, and I just love this stitching. I think it's so beautiful. So what you're going to do is take your needle, run it through the back, and then bring your needle through the hoop. So now it's kind of hard to see here because my length of my embroidery thread is a little long, but you're going to see a little bit as I got closer to the end, and I'll demonstrate that a little bit for you. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to take your needle, bring it from the back, trying to line up your length and your space evenly. Wrap that right side over your needle and bring your needle through. Once again, bring your needle from the back, and you're going to take your thread from the right side, loop it around your needle, bring your needle through. Third time is a charm. Okay, let's go ahead, bring that needle in the back. We're going to take our right hand side thread, bring it over the needle, and pull that needle through. So now we're going to leave a little space in the opening so we could fill our pillow, and we're going to use some polyfill and stuff that. We'll continue, and I'm not going to overstuff it. Then you just continue with your blanket stitch. So I'm going to show you the technique of how to hide or bury the end of your thread when you're done. So you're going to take your needle and stick it in between the 2 layers. You could bring it out to either the back or the front, but I'm going to bring it out to the back, and you're going to pull that string or the thread really taut. Then you're going to go ahead and cut the end of your thread, and it's just going to spring right inside of itself. Okay, these are the other 2 that I created from the felt from the Dollar Tree. I got the hot pink felt from Michael's. So now what we're going to take is some wooden hearts. These I got from Hobby Lobby, and again, these are the conversation hearts I'm going to be creating now. Instead of wood felt, I'm going to be using the wood pieces. I'm just going to take some paint, and that color paint is by Folk Arc, and it is a yellow, and it is called Lemon Custard 735. Then we're going to write a word sweet using an alcohol marker. We're going to add some faux stitching around the edges I'm also going to take a little piece of wood block. You could get the wood blocks from the Dollar Tree too as well, but my husband had these small pieces in the garage. Had him cut that down to size. I'm going to add some wood glue, put that to the back of my conversation wooden heart so it could stand up. So with our smaller wooden hearts, I went ahead and painted both sides so they could be reversible, and I add some sentiments to that. And with these, I add the red is candy apple and the other one is in white, and I did some light pink, and all those paint are in by Apple Barrel. So now these you could add to your Christmas tree, you could add them to your tear tray, and these would be beautiful decorations to either items. Now what I'm going to do, take a little piece of wooden block and just make this one stand too as well. And that is our project number 2. Now project number 3, we're going to go ahead and stamp on some vinyl. And we're going to emboss actually on this. So I am going to stamp Hugs and Kisses with my Versamark ink. And then we're going to put my white heat embossing powder on that. And then we're going to heat emboss that. Before you heat emboss, if you make any mistakes, you could easily wipe this off. If you have any stray dust or powder, just take a little brush and brush those off. Look how that came out really nice. So what I have is a little mini rolling pin I got from the Walmart a couple years back, and I'm just going to cover that. So you could use this over and over again, and you could put it on your tear tray. And I'm just going to wrap that around, get all the bubbles out, cut the end, and there you have your decorative piece. So that was DIY number 3. So let's move on to number 4. So I got these wooden tags from Michael's, and they were on sale. I think they were 50% off. I did a haul on that, and I'm just going to add some pink, and this is a light pink by Apple Barrel. Paint both sides, let it dry. I got some wooden beads from Amazon. You could also check your Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree wooden beads was a bit small. Let's color these wooden beads. We're going to use some Apple Barrel Paradise Pink. So in a plastic bag, you're going to add your paint, add your wooden beads. While they're drying, what we're going to do is go ahead and bring in some yarn, and I'm using the Red Heart yarn. Just cut the length you would like. Then we're going to double up that yarn. Then we're going to keep the loop, and we're going to bring it through our tag. Once our tag is dry, our wooden tag, we're going to bring the legs through the loop, and then we're going to take a needle, and this is a plastic needle, and I am going to thread my yarn through my needle, and I'm going to go ahead and thread my beads. I'm going to alternate my colors with the hot pink and the natural color wooden bead. And then what I'm going to do is make a tassel. So I'm going to wrap my yarn several times around my 4 fingers, as thick as I would like it to be. Once you get that wrap, you're going to bring the needle that you have connected to the yarn with the beads, and you're going to take that needle and run it through the multiple loops that you created to make your tassel. Then you're going to go ahead and create a knot around those loops to secure that tassel. If you guys are new to my channel and you like what you see here today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you could be notified when I upload my latest video. And don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button too as well. That would be greatly appreciated. So when you secure that, you're going to find the little hole where you create your loop, and you're going to cut that in half. Just the bottom piece into half. Separate that and cut that into half. Then when you get that cut down to half, so that little loop that you tied your tassel with, add another knot to secure that, then bring it down with the remainder of your strings, and you just want to give that a nice clean trim. I really like how this yarn give it a nice loose wave to it. You could add a piece of string around to create the neck or the head of the tassel. And I'm going to do that here and see how it looks. And let me know which one you guys prefer, the one with the head on the tassel or just the free flowing tassel. And I think in the end, I just like the free flowing tassel. I prefer it without the head on there. So I'm going to leave it without the head. So I'm going to take my white ink marker and create the word XOXO on top of that. And I am using Posca white marker to create that. And I'm going to create that on each side of my wooden sign. And that's, we have our beaded garland guy. I think that's my favorite of all, out of all my DIYs. So now we have DIY number 5. So these bucket pails were at Dollar Tree. You get them with the thank you tags as well as ribbon. And I'm going to take some soft foam, add it to the bucket, and shape that to the inside of the bucket. Clean that up nicely. Then I had some trimming that I got from the Dollar Tree in the shape of hearts. I'm just going to add that to the outside of my bucket and secure it with some glue dots. And I also had some little mini skewers. And I think these you could get from the Dollar Tree as well. I don't remember where I got them from. And these hearts I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to take the loop, fold it back on itself, and then add the skewers to keep those loop in place, and run that through the hearts. I'm just going to make one shorter than the next. I'm going to take some hot glue gun and secure that in, as well as add some red ribbon to it. So I like the red and pink look. So DIY number 6, this is pretty easy and simple. Got these little mini candles from the Dollar Tree. Took off the label, clean it up with some alcohol. I got a little tag out of my supplies. Add for you to that stamp. Use one of my stamp set. Add for you. And I did it in 2 different colors on either side. And I had some twine. You're going to add some twine to around the neck of the candle. And just add the tag to it and create a bow. Just as simple as that, guys. Now to the bottom of the candle has the scent already there, so you don't have to worry that, oh, I don't know what scent it is because I took the label off. How cute is this? Simple and cute and inexpensive. So the last and final DIY, guys. So these here are some red and white straws that I got from the Dollar Tree, and these pails I got from Tuesday morning, I believe, and I just cut them down in half and add a 5-cent sign to it that I got from some scrapbook paper, and that is it. So check out how I put my creative pieces on my Christmas tree. I use a white Christmas tree, and also I create my tear with this. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys got creative value from today's video, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Claudette, and I'll catch you guys on my next video.